Hey, hello YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a bunch of AI tools that will literally turn you into an absolute god. All right. So, a lot of people are talking about AI technology, AI tools. Why and when should we be using those? And is it a good thing? Can it help you in your network marketing journey? And the answer is, yes, definitely. Personally believe it can. Why do I think that we should be considering using AI tools to help our marketing journey? Well, basically, it all doesn't change the fact that we've got a lot of tasks to do. If you are a busy network marketer, you know some of the stuff that you'd be doing. I mean, certainly for me personally, I find myself, really every day writing emails. Whether it's part of my funnels, email sequences, welcome emails, all kinds of things, and other things like ad copy, um, you know, um, content for my marketing funnels, content for my lead magnets, content for my landing pages, and solo ads or whatever, advertising for a different, using different ads and coming up with all kinds of different content. So, should we be using AI tools to do that for us, or should we be writing those out ourselves? Well, you know, obviously most people, I mean, myself included, before I considered using AI tools, I would have told you definitely we cannot use AI tools to do that. We need to be doing it in a personal way, because it is a people business, and we are running a network marketing business and working with people. So we need to be, showing a kind of a level of personalization. Um, but that's not, I'm not suggesting for a second to use AI tools to absolutely automate everything that we do, and so that we just sit back and do nothing. AI, the purpose of AI tools, in my opinion, is not to convert us into kind of lazy people. Think about it, guys. I mean, an AI tool can help you and be a kind of a personal assistant. I mean, we've needed personal assistants and secretaries and people to do some of our tasks for us for decades. There's nothing new there. Right back to the dawn of time, I'm sure we've just been requiring help from somebody to help us do our business. I mean, my back when I was a young child, my father had personal assistants in his office, getting them to write letters on his behalf, and all kinds of things. So, it's not, nobody's suggesting that you use AI tools to completely automate everything that you do, so that you could become some kind of zombie and do absolutely nothing. That's not what we're saying. So AI tools can be an assistant. They can be of great help, and they can come up with great ideas that you might not have thought about, so that you can expand on you know certain things, just to make your life a lot easier. Because if you're going to be writing out reams and reams of content anyway, you're going to need some help, because at the end of the day, a lot of us are very, very busy, and we've got day jobs and other things. So anyway, the first tool I'm going to talk about is ChatGPT. Many of you have heard this tool. Okay, and by the way, the tools I'm going to be sharing with you today are basically free. Okay, and I'm going to be sharing with you some tools that will really make your life a lot easier as an internet marketer. So basically, ChatGPT is not just for marketing purposes. You could use it for any kind of thing. If you're a teacher, you could use it for helping you make lesson plans or whatever. If you're a researcher, or if you're a student or a teacher or whatever, you could do it for anything, any kind of field. So, but we, in our space, we are marketers, and I find myself needing to write out emails, maybe a blog post. Maybe I need subject lines, some ideas about some subject lines that will work, or whatever. Maybe some social media posts. Maybe to come up with a video script. Maybe I'm looking to do a YouTube video, and I need to come up with some ideas, some bullet points. So let's what you need to do is you need to give the Chat GPT some prompts, and you need to give it some ideas of what you want. And the more kind of descriptive you are, the more it's likely going to give you exactly what you want. So let's say, for example, I want to write a blog post about my company. So we all know that I'm part of Live Good. Okay, so let's get started and say write out a um, uh, Okay, so you don't necessarily have to write out all that, but the key details like the MLM company, Live Good, 250,000 members worldwide, blah blah blah. I personally sponsored some of my own results, that kind of thing. Some company recognition, company personal results, that kind of thing. You could also mention something like write out a blog post for my MLM company, Live Good. Um, oops. Okay, so I mentioned what the products are roughly. Wellness products that are very, oops, dyslexic. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so Live Good, empowering lives through affordable health and wellness products. Live Good is a new multi-level marketing MLM company that has taken the health and wellness industry by storm. Launched just 4 months ago, the company has already gained over 250,000 members worldwide. The rapid growth is a testament to the quality of the affordability of the products, as well as the direction and hard work of its members. Okay, so anyway, I mean, it goes out in the details. It basically covers, everything that you mentioned, or the kind of things you mentioned. And I mean, obviously, if you wanted to add a few more things or something else or something different or whatever, it'll include that. So it's writing out the whole blog post for you. But the good thing about this, guys, is it's not just gonna, you don't just have to settle with just one blog post. I mean, you can continue expanding on it. You can ask it to write bullet points. You can ask it to write a couple of testimonial examples, or you could ask it to write some conclusions, some disclaimers at the end of the post, or maybe a call to action. Um, so, um, what it comes up with. Okay, so are you ready to take control um, of your life? Are you looking for a community of like-minded individuals who are passionate about wellness and personal growth? If so, it's time to join Live Good. Anyway, so there's your call to action. But you can ask it to do anything. Um, I mean, you don't actually have to settle with a blog post. You can. I mean, you could ask it anything. Okay. Um, you can start talking about, say, okay, now. Um, so now write out 5 email follow-up messages for the new leads that dropped in. Blah blah blah. Okay. So email one, introduction and thank you. Okay, subject. Welcome to Live Good. Thank you for your interest. Okay, hi name. I want to take a moment to welcome you to the Live Good community and thank you for your interest in our business. We are excited to have you here. I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. Okay, in case you missed it, LiveGood is a new MLM company that offers a range of affordable, effective health and wellness products. We believe that everyone deserves high quality products that can help you look and feel their best. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I mean, obviously, it's just going to continue to write the emails, but basically, you need to go through sometimes. Sometimes you need to fact check. You need to just make sure that it's covering the right stuff. It might go off on a slight tangent, slightly that's not kind of related. I mean, like here, for example, it might say skincare. We don't do skincare. Okay, so you need to go through and read things. But it offers a range of supplements. Yeah, absolutely. Skincare and personal care, not really. Okay, so you need to go through and check them. But what I'm basically saying, guys, is as I said, AI is not going to take over completely. You're not going to become a lazy person. You need to go through the stuff. You are the person who's like the boss, okay, and you know they're gonna relieve so much of your time. I mean, you could come up with, you can ask it to do a Facebook post, or add in some emojis, or make it friendly, change the tone, make it more serious, make it more motivational, make it more friendly. Whatever you want to do, you could communicate with it, have a kind of a back and forth role play with it. You could come up with, you say, okay, now write a video script that I can, or not even a script. You don't necessarily have to get the AI to do things for you. You can actually tell the AI to give you some ideas or come up with some suggestions for a video or whatever, or write out some bullet points or whatever. So anyway, that's basically um, Chat GPT. Okay, it can do anything for you, anything you ask for it. Once you play around with it, it'll get easier to use. You'll just learn how to use it and how it responds to your prompts. And the next tool I wanted to share with you guys is kind of brand new. I've only just come across it. It's pretty cool. It's kind of the same group of applications. Believe it's all part of the same sort of system. I don't know, but it looks kind of similar. It does the same sort of thing, except this time it allows you to upload PDF documents. Now imagine if you've got loads of PDF documents like I do, and you need to go through them. Maybe you want to use it as a study tool. For example, you've downloaded a lot of PDF documents, um, and you just haven't had the time to learn a lot of stuff. Or maybe um, you want to get some ideas from a PDF document, and convert it into something completely unique. I mean, the good thing about this particular program versus Chat GPT, which in some ways is very similar, because it'll break things down, and you can use the Chat GPT to summarize a lot of stuff. Except the downside about ChatGPT is you can't paste a whole lot of stuff in here. There are limits. If you just suddenly paste a vast amount of text and you ask it to summarize it, it won't do that because it's too much text. So, for example, I've come across a lot of a vast amount of text. I wanted to summarize it, and it just gave off an error. So, but with this one, you can basically convert anything into a PDF file, like using a Word doc, and then just convert it to PDF. I mean, you could be on YouTube watching a video, and you haven't got time to watch the whole video. Just go into the transcript of the video, because every video on YouTube has an automatic transcript on the left, on the right hand side. You have to go into the menus and you know um, grab it, but you can put that text into a Word document, save it and export it as a PDF file, and then import it into here. Now, what I'm going to do for this demonstration, though, is I've already got a PDF file that I'm going to use, and this particular PDF file is it's called "How to Get Signups Using Autoresponders." Okay, and it's found the information in here. So a good bit of information, how to get signups. We all want to know that, particularly using autoresponders. Great topic. Okay, and so it says, hey there, you have uploaded how to get signups using autoresponders. The PDF provides 15 ways to use autoresponders to boost signups and engagement in MLM business. Yeah, in business. Here there are try these example questions that you could use to generate prompts. So this is a chat system that you kind of give it some questions and it'll give you answers. So any questions, it gives you some ideas of what questions you could ask, or you could ask your own questions. Okay, so for example, what does what does it say about using autoresponders? Okay, the text provides 15 proven methods to using autoresponders to generate signups to your MLM business. um, okay, so autoresponders can be used to follow up after signups and prompt related offers and training. They can also be used to teach people how to use what they signed up for, and encourage them to take action. Okay, sharing personal stories, blah blah blah. Freemiums, or lead magnets or whatever. So you can also click here for the actual references in the actual PDF, and you can go straight to that part of the PDF and learn about it. So what's my point here? Well, if you're using this as a study tool, great. If you're using it as something to come up with some ideas for your own topics, but you don't want to copy someone else's work, like you've downloaded a PDF from the internet. It could be a private label rights, something that you've got rights or whatever. I mean, I use a lot of private label rights. There are a lot of there's a lot of content out there that you can download and that you have the right to use. But the only downside is that a lot of other people are using the same content. So, like this particular PDF, for example, this is actually a private label rights content. So, that I kind of reworded. It took me a long time to put this PDF together. But let's say that you wanted to download a similar PDF from the internet, and there are a lot of them out there, with private label rights or whatever, and you have the right to edit stuff, but it can still take a long time. So by getting little bits of information from the key topics, key bullet points from the information here, you can actually create your own stuff. Like for example, if I just copy the main points here, and then go back to ChatGPT, start a new chat, and then uh, write out a um, short. Oops. I'm going to put using, and I just paste that in there and see what it comes up with. So introduction, multi-level marketing MLM businesses can be a great way to earn income, but getting signups can be a challenge. One effective way is to improve signups is by using autoresponders to follow up with subscribers and building relationships with them. In this lead magnet, we will explore some tips, blah blah blah. And anyway, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but basically, it's covering some key points. You can also grab bits of text that you can tell it to expand on. You can grab bits of text from what it's written out here, and then get it to do some bullet points or whatever, just to expand your lead magnet. So really the purpose of a lead magnet is just to convert it into a PDF file, maybe add some nice graphics in there, screenshots or whatever, and then convert it into a PDF, and then have it on the inside of your funnel. So all you're doing is you're collecting leads for your autoresponder, and then as a free gift, you give them access to the lead magnet. And I mean, it hasn't actually given it a name. So what you can do now is write out a headline for the. So yeah, unlock the power of autoresponders, boost signups, and increase conversions for your MLM business. So there you go, boom. So what you would do is you would just go to the top here. I mean, you'd read through it, you'd copy it down, you'd open up for example, a Word document, okay, and then you just paste that in there. Maybe what you could do is you could add in some graphics or whatever, spice it up, bold text, anything else. Put in a title, copy that, obviously. Put that in there. Maybe take away the exclamation marks. Give that some bold, whatever. So, and then just export it to a PDF, save it, call it, whatever you want to call it. And then there's your PDF. I mean, of course you can add some graphics or whatever, screenshots. There are a lot of places on the internet that you can grab some stuff for free, but you've got to make sure that you have the rights to use it. Like Creative Commons or whatever, or use your own screenshots. But just be careful what screenshots you take. You may not be allowed to just take random screenshots, so always be careful. But basically, you've basically created a lead magnet in pretty much no time at all. I mean, you could grab text from anywhere, and obviously be careful. I'm not teaching you guys to go out there and just copy other people's stuff. The other thing you can do is, you can copy this content. So copy it down, and then go to a plagiarism check. This is a free plagiarism check. It checks to see if your content is completely unique, whether it is or whether it isn't. It doesn't have to be totally unique, but it basically it combs the web just to see if it's completely unique, and if if anywhere else is using the same content, just to prove that this is totally unique. So as there you go. So what you've got here is you've got a lead magnet that is 100% original. Congratulations, this paper seems to be original. Okay, and then you've basically got yourself you've created yourself a lead magnet. You could expand it into an ebook. It's up to you. Put some graphics if you've got permission to use graphics, and you basically came up with it using, a simple tool based on some other tool. This PDF here is already a private label rights PDF. So, if you had the rights to use this private label rights PDF, then yes, you could, you know, convert that into something completely unique. Now, the only downside about private label rights PDF files is that other people are using them. They're usually outdated content, um, and it doesn't quite fit with what you're doing. I mean, I could have told ChatGPT to write this out, but add in key points about Live Good if I wanted to make it kind of blend with Live Good, or maybe key points about Leads Leap or any other particular program that you're working with, just so that or you could just say right at the end, you could say, now write a call to action. So that people join my, MLM business or Live Good or whatever, so that you can relate it to your business that you're doing, and create a kind of a rebrandable report or whatever. So that's pretty cool. Now, one thing I wanted to just share with you guys. I wasn't going to share this, but I'm toying with the idea whether I'm thinking that another AI tool is pretty cool or not, and that's Midjourney. So Midjourney, many of you have heard of Midjourney. Um, Hold on a minute, let me just go. Yeah, okay. Well, Midjourney is an AI tool, okay, artificial intelligence that will allow you to give it some prompts and tell the system to give you some images. Okay. Now, the only downside I'm personally feeling with Midjourney is it's kind of arty. It's a little bit arty, but you can come up with some good stuff. I'm just learning it, and I've come up with some good stuff. You can actually make logos on here. I've seen people make logos. Let me just see if I can quickly find a logo example that I created in no time at all. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not convinced, but yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I created this logo on Midjourney just by simply asking it to create a logo using the letters E and K. So because Edward and Keyte. So my first name is Edward, my second name is Keyte, and I like this one. I kind of like this one. I don't know why they added this whole thing at the bottom here, but anyway, you could play around with it, and you could come up with some weird, interesting stuff. Some other things that I was able to come up with, um, for example, this thumbnail that I'm going to be using for this particular video. I mean, what I wanted to do is using AI tools. So unlock God mode using these free AI tools. So I was able to generate this image, and I wanted to come up with some kind of businessman who is a kind of a guru, um, and sign it kind of God mode. So I put in some interesting quotes in the Midjourney platform, and it spat out this image, which is pretty cool. And then I wanted to create another image of like a newbie. Okay, so you've got your newbie, who's a total beginner, and you're converted into God mode simply by using these AI tools. So it's very creative. It's interesting. You can create some cartoon style images. This is actually me. It's kind of a cartoon image of me. I don't know. This is kind of a more realistic image of me. But you can use images as a kind of a guide and teach the AI tool to come up with some ideas based on a particular image. And you can use kind of like a weighting, how weighted it is towards using the image as the guide versus, not needing to be so relevant. Um, this was a little bit more. I don't like this one. I think this looks pretty scary. So this is actually me. I don't know if you can recognize it, but it looks horrible. I don't like it at all. So yeah, I mean, on the whole, I've been playing around with Midjourney a little bit, and I'm still not really convinced whether I can use it. I'd have to go through a little bit more learning curve. Um, but yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I mean, but I don't think I'd use it all the time, and I'd probably get to a point where I'd end up not really using it that much. But I think if you're more artistic in how you like things, then yeah, I think it's great. I think it's definitely good for gamers and artists and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm just I'd like to be able to use it more, but I'm not sure. But anyway, so that's another tool. So anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, but those are the main tools I wanted to touch on, which is ChatGPT, which is free, and this PDF tool, which is free as well. And you could really use this a lot. I mean, it will summarize long bits of text. You can convert text like an article or a blog post or even video transcripts into a PDF. You could just download it, copy and paste the text into a Word doc, export it as a PDF, and then just load it into here. And then it'll summarize it for you. And then you could take bits out and convert it into a blog post using ChatGPT, or email sequences or whatever. And you know, I mean, endless possibilities. If you really play around with this stuff, it's amazing what you can do. Anyway, I hope that was useful. And Anyway, give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I come up with all kinds of different tips and tricks that I like to use, and I like to sort of share with you guys stuff that I use that I find very, very useful. So anyway, comment below. If you are using any interesting AI tools, let us know. Um, just on the whole, this video was teaching some free tools. But if you've got any tools that are paid, no links, please. Don't post any links. Okay, your comment won't even be seen, so it'll just get automatically deleted. And I don't have links on my channel. So yeah, don't share links. um, but anyway, by all means, if you've got any tools you want to recommend, just say the name of the tool if you want to, or don't. It's up to you. But be interesting to see what you've got. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next training. Bye for now.